for your money, some financial advice, often very general in nature. Too often we can misunderstand financial advice or not apply it correctly.
Yeah, and often it leads to kind of missed opportunities here, even poor money decisions. Our financial expert, Andy Mattingly, is here to explain some of the nuances and maybe get us out of some trouble as well. So let's start with the most common. Credit cards are a bad idea?
Credit cards are not inherently bad or good. It's how we use them. And so if you can use them properly and make sure you're paying them off, you would want to take advantage of them because there's rewards, additional protections, and then you don't have to carry so much cash. So you do want to use a credit card if you use it properly.
I've tried this and failed. The rigid spending plan, is that really the answer to solving problems?
No, that's not really the answer. Almost everybody wants to have a little bit of fun. So you need to make sure you're budgeting for fun and some of those types of expenses, because if you don't, you're going to go on a splurge and end up worse. So go ahead and put it into your budget and work that way.
You know, you've talked lately about retirement goals a lot. Do we really need to save 10% to meet those goals?
Well, it just really depends upon how you want to live in retirement and when you start. If you start right away, you may not have to save 10%, but if you're starting later, it may be more than 10%.
Okay, so a lot of people dealing with debt, is it smart to pay off all your debt as quickly as you can?
Well, that's when you have to really look at your financial situation. Yes, all high interest rate debt like credit cards or maybe personal loans you probably should pay off. But when you think about your mortgage or your car loan, especially how low rates have been, maybe instead of paying it off early, you want to start investing that because you can earn more on your investments than what you're paying on your car loans or mortgage loans.
Should parents start saving for college as soon as their child is born?
Well, that's something you should wait and make sure you've got retirement going first, and then you can work on funding your child's retirement, unless there's some tax benefit. What you have to remember is that less than 30% of all tuition comes out of 529 plans. Most people use other sources to pay for that, so don't feel like you're behind if you haven't started.
All right, so there's a little bit of truth in everything, it sounds like.
Exactly.
All right, Andy, thanks as always.
Thank you.
Well,